The worst case I've ever seen, that's what the judge said. 3 life sentences. A man destroyed innocence, love, and life itself. He murdered a child, his girlfriend, and left a community shattered. Now, I want you to hear me, really hear me, because this story is not just about one man's evil. It's about choices. It's about accountability. It's about the ripple effect of our actions. We live in a world where darkness walks beside us every day. But hear this. You don't have to be part of that darkness. Your choices, your words, your discipline, they can either build or destroy. Every decision is a brick. Some build a house, some destroy it. That man chose destruction. He chose selfishness. He chose violence. And what did it bring him? 3 life sentences, a cage, a legacy of pain, a name remembered for horror. But here's the lesson. If hate can ripple this far, then so can love. If one act of evil can echo in a courtroom, then one act of kindness can echo in generations. I ask you today, what are you building with your choices? Will people remember you as the worst case they've ever seen? Or as the best example they've ever known? This case should break your heart, but it should also wake your spirit. Because if life can be wasted so tragically, then your life, your precious life, can be invested powerfully. Choose discipline. Choose compassion. Choose accountability. Choose to be the light when others choose darkness. Because the greatest sentence you can ever write in this world is the story of your own life. Choices shape destiny. Every single decision we make carries weight. It might look small in the moment, but every word spoken, every step taken, every promise kept or broken builds the path we walk tomorrow. One action can lift someone up, or it can tear them down. One choice can open doors of opportunity, or it can close them forever. Life is not shaped by chance. It is shaped by choices. And the truth is, you are building something with every move. So ask yourself, are your choices building a life of strength, or are they slowly destroying it? Evil leaves scars. One man's violence shattered families and communities. The pain did not stop with the victims. It spread like fire, touching every parent, every neighbor, every soul that heard the story. When one life is taken unjustly, it breaks more than a body. It breaks trust. It breaks hope. It breaks the heart of a community. These scars do not heal quickly. They live on in the silence at the dinner table, in the tears of mothers, in the fear of children who wonder if they are safe. Evil leaves marks that time cannot easily erase. Accountability is real. Consequences always arrive, whether seen or unseen. Every choice carries a price, and no one escapes the weight of their actions. You may hide from people, you may fool the world, but you cannot outrun the truth. The seeds you plant in secret will grow in public. What you give will circle back, what you take will demand payment, and what you break will cry out for justice. Accountability is not a threat, it is a certainty. It is the invisible law that makes sure every deed, good or bad, finds its way home. Your legacy matters. You will be remembered not for what you say, but for what you build or destroy. Every action, every choice, every word you leave behind becomes part of the story people tell about you. The impact of your life echoes long after you are gone, in the lives you touched, in the love you shared, in the lessons you taught. Will people remember you as a source of hope, strength, and inspiration, or as someone who tore down what others worked to create? The truth is, your legacy is being written every single day. Choose carefully what you build. Darkness is easy to choose. It whispers to us in moments of fear, anger, and weakness. It offers comfort, secrecy, and the illusion of control. But light requires courage. It asks us to stand tall when it's easier to bow down. It asks us to speak truth when lies are simpler. It asks us to act with integrity when shortcuts tempt us. Choosing light means facing resistance, criticism, and sometimes loneliness. But it also brings growth, hope, and a life that inspires. Courage is the bridge between what is easy and what is right. Pain can teach us. It is not meant to destroy us, but to shape us. Tragedy should awaken us, not paralyze us. Yes. Every wound carries a lesson, every loss carries a message, every hardship carries the seeds of growth. When life knocks us down, we can choose to stay there, or we can rise stronger, wiser, and more determined. The deepest sorrow often reveals our greatest strength. Pain shows us what truly matters, what we can endure, and what we must change. Let suffering be your teacher, not your jailer, and let it guide you to a better path. One act echoes. It does not vanish into the air. It travels, touching lives in ways we cannot always see. Evil ripples across generations, leaving pain, fear, and distrust in its wake. But so does kindness. A single act of compassion can inspire hope, build trust, and create a chain of goodness that spreads farther than we imagine. What we do today matters tomorrow, and the day after that. Every choice, every gesture, every word carries weight. Remember, the impact of your actions lasts longer than your lifetime. Choose to make echoes of love, not of harm. Invest in life. Your time is precious, your energy is limited, and your words have power. Use them wisely to create value, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. Every moment you spend learning, helping, and building adds to the legacy you leave behind. Do not waste your days on meaningless pursuits or empty arguments. Invest in growth, in kindness, in knowledge, and in relationships that lift others. The return on this investment is immeasurable. It shapes your character, your future, and the world you touch. Make every action count, and let your life be a treasure, not a burden. Discipline protects destiny. It is the armor that shields us from impulsive decisions and fleeting temptations. Self-control saves lives, not just ours, but the lives of those around us. When we act with patience and purpose, we avoid mistakes that could derail our future. Discipline allows us to focus on what truly matters, to persevere when challenges arise, and to stay true to our goals. It turns chaos into order, weakness into strength, and dreams into reality. Without it, even the brightest potential can be lost. With it, we become unstoppable, shaping a life of meaning and impact. Write your story wisely. Every day is a page, every choice is a sentence, every action is a word that shapes your narrative. Live so that your life becomes an example, not a warning. Let your character, your courage, and your integrity guide the plot. Let your kindness, your perseverance, and your vision inspire others who read your story. Do not fill your chapters with regret, anger, or wasted potential. Instead, fill them with lessons, growth, and impact. Your life is the most powerful story you will ever tell. Make it one worth remembering. And so, I leave you with this. Every choice you make, every action you take, every word you speak is writing your story. You have the power to leave scars of pain or echoes of hope. You have the strength to let darkness consume you or to rise as light in a world that desperately needs it. Remember, life is not just about surviving. It's about building, inspiring, and leaving a legacy that matters. So step forward with courage, discipline, and purpose, and make your story one that the world will never forget.